Hey you guys, today I'm going to show you how to do another fun craft. This is something that you might be able to do at home if you have the supplies. If you don't, maybe we can do it together when we come back to school. You're going to need for this bubble wrap, paint, it should be yellow or orange or maybe brown, paper, a paper plate to put the paint on or a paintbrush, something to draw with, so crayons or markers or colored pencils, and newspaper. Now what we're going to make is a fun springtime craft. In spring, the weather starts getting warmer, and that means the bugs start coming back. We see worms and butterflies and ladybugs, and we see bees. Bees are very important because they help our plants grow so we have fruits and vegetables and flowers. And if you've never seen the inside of a bee's nest, it looks kind of like this. All these circles, these hexagon circles, are the honeycomb. That's where they keep their honey so they can have food. And we're going to make something like that using bubble wrap. That's what the bubble wrap is for. And you can see this is already messy because I tried to use it already. So first we're going to get our newspaper because paint, as you know, is messy and we don't want to get it on the furniture. And if you have long sleeves, you should roll those up so you don't get it on your clothes either. I'm going to get my paper. This is the paper I'm going to get the paint on. And I have a paper plate with my paint on it. You can see I have a few different colors of paint. That's because I was trying to find enough yellow to use for this. So what we're going to do carefully is you're going to take your bubble wrap, and there's two ways you could do this. You could do what I did and dip it in the bubble wrap, or if you have a paintbrush, you could paint onto the bubble wrap and cover it up. But I'm going to dip it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this like a stamp. See how it makes the little circles? And I'm going to go just all over the paper, and I might have to dip it again as it runs out of paint. And I'm going to try to cover up the whole paper with circles. If you miss a few spots, that's okay. So now you can see there's still a few white spots. That's all right. It doesn't have to be completely covered up. But you're going to let this dry, and then when it dries, I'm going to set this aside and bring over this one, which I did earlier. It's not quite as covered as that one because I didn't have enough paint. But when it dries, what you can do is you can draw on some bees. See how the bees are crawling all over the honeycomb? We can add our bees, but we don't have to make them look quite like that. So I have a marker here. Black marker, and I'm going to draw some oval shapes, just kind of all over. And you can have as many as you want or as few as you want, and they can be hanging off the page like that. Now I'm going to give them wings. And your bees don't have to look exactly like mine. I'm trying to do it in a way that looks easy, that maybe if you don't think you're good at drawing, which I'm sure all of you are good at drawing, it might be easier to follow along with. The wings are kind of like round shapes, and we can give them antennas, a couple little lines sticking out. And bees, what color are these bees? They're black and yellow, right? So I'm going to take a yellow marker. This is a fancy marker. And I'm going to color my bees in yellow. And once they're yellow, I can take the black marker and I can give them some stripes. And you can do this with crayons or colored pencils, whatever you have at home. And again, if you don't have this stuff at home, that's okay. Maybe we can do it when we come back to school. We can do it together. So if I color all these in, then I'll have a few bees. And if you wanted to, you could add flowers around the outside, so it's like a picture frame around the outside. You could add flowers inside, even though there's not flowers inside a beehive. It might look nice. We could pretend like they're decorating. But that is a fun springtime activity that you can hopefully do at home with some things you might have. And if you make this, we would love to see it if you want to share it on Dojo and show us. So thank you for watching. See you guys later.